And we are live. What's going on, art enthusiasts and change makers? Another week of Art for Change podcast.
That's
yes. Today is Motion Mondays, and I am your host, Mr. Sapiosexual, and my co-host.
Hey, you already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you gotta motherfucker do every day. That's it. It's easy, simple, straight to the point.
And the other host is in the building, Mad Hatter and Lady Alba. How are y'all doing today?
very well, very well.
I'm doing good.
How y'all doing out there?
Hope everyone is doing good today. We all are on this side of Earth, so no matter how you feel or what type of day it has been a good one.
Absolutely.
Because it could have been another way.
That's right.
No matter
how
the
hard day is always good.
There's someone somewhere else who have it a little worse.
That's right.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, I say the day is always good. It's how you are in it that matters.
All right, so Lady Alba, how your Monday went? How your today went?
Today was good. Just accomplishing some things for my dad, because his life and whatever health insurances and all of that has to be transferred over here. So I made some contacts on how I need to navigate to get that done. Home care for him, because that's probably going to be my job. Well, I'm going to look after him, so I might as well make it a job. Because I won't be able to work anywhere else for what I do. So, and then it was just a relaxed day. I had a little hype in the day with my two children, my daughter and her untrained dog. And she takes her dog out. He's an American Terrier Pit. And he seems to always come out of his harness. Or she, Winter's her name. So she was out there chasing, out of breath. It's not funny. It's laughable now. But when I saw her, because I went out, she can't breathe. And it was terrible. So she's mad at her brother because she rang the bell for help. He didn't help her. I heard the bell ring. I'm asking him, what's going on with Kai? Why did she ring the bell? Well, why isn't she in the house? He tells me to ask Kai. Ask Kai. I'm asking you. So I finished my little task and I went to see it. It was terrible for her because she really couldn't breathe. So that's the gist of my day.
I heard you say you gotta you're taking on pretty much full time your dad. So and saying you can't work, so we got to get this money streaming wise. So so is that pushing you more? How do you feel about that? Because you're not gonna be able to physically work, not because you're enabled, but
right. So I was employed by catering company and work with events. And then you can choose to say yay or nay to it when it comes up on the board. But I haven't heard much of that this season yet from them. Yeah. But I can always go, and I was looking for a job, go back and do what I do, which is culinary, a chef's position. But having him, it's not possible for me to look after him and do that. So I figured, well, then I'll just go ahead and get certified or whatever I need to get to be his home health aide, in other words, and taking care of my elder parent. Now, you mentioned about the podcast.
Well, in general, just streaming in general, your radio, everything. So you want to monetize off that and push more towards
exactly. That. So that's what I said. Those are my focus, is the streaming, Art for Change, the Hummingbirds, and then my dad. As far as
makes sense.
Exactly. Financial.
Yeah.
So y'all subscribe. Always like and subscribe. That's how you're gonna keep us going.
Yes,
so you can see us every week.
That's free promo. That's free love. It take nothing to hit that heart button. It take nothing to hit that share button. It take nothing to hit that bell. That way, you know
There
when
you
we
go.
go live, so you get the notifications when we are active.
Right. That's right. Plus, I want to say too, I like to hear more from the people, so you can generate more conversation. We like to know what's in your hearts and what's in your minds.
Yeah, man. Look, we want to give away some money. We want to play some trivia games with with our guests. So, and we want to
There
give
you
away
go.
some money. So, we're gonna play some trivia games. We're gonna come up with some challenges to give away some money. We're gonna that way. That's way we're gonna generate more viewership. We're gonna give away some money. Everybody like money, and everybody like $100 will be the minimum that you can win, and $1,000 would be the most you can win. And we just don't and y'all supporting us, and we're gonna support you.
That's right. That's right.
Also, if you have a business and you want us to pitch it, let us know. We'll pitch it while you're live. If you have a brand and you want us to rock it, hey, you have merch, you want us to be branded and supported. Look, we are the people for it. Any type of affiliate marketing deals that y'all want to do, or for Changes Live, baby, we'll handle that for you. No pressure.
That's right. Not just while we're live. If you want to do an ad for your business,
yes,
I got you covered on that too.
Yes.
Honestly. Marshall, how was your Monday? Marshall Mondays. How was Marshall Mondays?
Marshall Mondays was easy.
It was easy?
Yeah, Marshall Monday was easy today. I brought the dog outside and gave her a brush down since she's kind of shedding her coat a little bit and everything, and it's flying around the house like tumbleweeds.
For sure. For sure.
and then my niece dropped the baby off, so we had the baby for a little bit, and then she came over and picked him up and then left. So it was an easy day.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up. My Monday, I had an easy Monday. I went to work. I think I got off at probably 12. Actually, I got off at 12, and I went out with my boss. And we just talked about what would future plans, which is it comforted me knowing that I got future work. So it was he solidified because one thing with construction, I was about to be out. I was gonna leave, because I got other options. I was about to just I'm done with this job. I'm gonna go to the next one. Mister, you can relate to this. I'm done with y'all. I'm gonna go here and call me when y'all need me, pretty much. So, but he solidified it. So I'm gonna take a month off, and then just spend that summer with my kids for the month. For the whole July, I'm gonna take the whole July off. Spend that summer with them, and fight with them, and then August I'm hitting the road straight like that. Mister, what about your Monday?
I had a marvelous Monday, brother. You know what I mean? The good Lord woke me up today. I made it home. I made it to work safely. Made it home safely. My kids are in good health and in condition. I was able to eat today. All my senses working. My head's working. My fingers working. My mind was working. And I didn't get to work too hard at work today. So, I mean, yeah, brother, I'm blessed and highly favored. Yes, sir. Awesome Monday.
Amen. Yes. Amen.
Hey, speaking about motion, somebody got me back on what is it, TikTok. And I've been I don't know what's wrong with my algorithm, but people have been climbing these skyscrapers. Y'all seen that? Y'all, hey, you know what I'm talking about, Marsha?
No.
People are climbing skyscrapers without a harness.
No.
Where at? Where at? Where are they? What city, state,
all
country?
Over. All types of cities, all over. So
where'd you pick that up?
TikTok. When I open TikTok.
Okay.
And I don't use TikTok at all. but I open it and I don't know why that's in my algorithm, but it's like a death wish, like, and they make it to the top though. I don't know how, but hey, they be making it. But
Well,
with y'all,
there are people who do that for years, and some people well known for doing that. Yeah, but,
for just climbing without a harness.
yeah.
Yes. A climber
Yeah.
just fell to their death in Washington State, off a
Mhm.
mountain, off one of the mountains in Washington State.
Mhm.
Where?
Yes.
Wait, yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah. And what do you think drives them to do that? Is it adrenaline or what? What is it like?
It has
I
to
think
be
it's-
adrenaline.
I think it's adrenaline, and I think it's just a talent. Some people have talents. Maybe they were just really good at the monkey bars and they just excelled.
Do you remember the monkey bars? We had
monkey bars.
we in the schoolyard. That's what it was called back then, or the playground. We had monkey bars. We had the
metal slide that
parallel
burned you.
bars. The
metal
parallel
slide,
bars we had too.
the metal slide that would burn you, that would give you
Yes.
third-degree burns.
Yes, and the merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You would
the
whip somebody
merry-go-round.
at 80 miles an hour as fast as you can until you got dizzy and they got started getting launched off like catapults.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or no,
yeah,
or
and then you flying off.
Look, Mad Hatter, you could fall in the middle.
Which was worse? I'd rather fall off than fall in the middle. Actually, I'd rather just fall off.
Getting slingshotted off of a merry-go-round.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
show business.
movie or series, whichever one it is, recent on one of the streaming apps. Is either Prime or Netflix. It's about an old story of a guy who started tightrope walking. As a kid, he saw some people doing it in the town and he loved it. And he wound up tightroping the World Trade. He
Yes,
came to
I've
New York
seen
to
that.
do that. I didn't finish watching the movie to see what happened, but unbelievable with no harness, nothing.
Yes,
And he designed it
yes.
all himself. Yeah.
Yeah. He did he went other places to train to learn how to do it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I've seen that. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
That's real business.
Yeah,
That's real spare business.
Those
Hey,
are real
you
daredevils.
Hey, so
The
I
only
looked
thing
up.
I'm tightroping is a parking stop concrete thing. The thing that stops cars from parking.
In front of, yeah.
Yes, that's the only thing I'm tightroping.
Oh Lord.
No, I seen this guy. So I brought that question up that I said. I seen this guy. He got to the top of the building, and he was so weak he couldn't pull himself up. He was done, but he couldn't pull himself up, and he fell at like 60 stories.
That's crazy.
And he hit the ground, and his body is just it split, like everything split up. Like, yo, it's. I could. Hey, I don't know what drives people to do that, but I mean,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's some different type of shit, though.
They like the thrill of the adventure. They like the thrill of the adventure more than their lives itself.
I'm glad I had that thrill.
I think that's just somebody that likes obstacle courses.
Yeah.
On a whole nother level.
On a whole nother level, though.
Yes, it's somebody that likes obstacle courses on a whole nother level.
Yes. Yep.
All right, we're ready to roll into this.
Let's roll.
Hey, Lady Anna, you want to get us started?
What y'all want me to start?
Let's get us started.
All right. So today is Motion Monday, so we got some exciting questions and answers. You can chat in, you out there, our audience, if you have some, and we'll answer you. But so, Mr. Sapiosexual, if you could invent a new piece of heavy equipment that does something completely unexpected, what would it be and what would it do?
Wow. A completely new heavy equipment, what would it do? Shit.
Yeah. That does something completely unexpected. Yeah,
Okay.
what would it be and what would it do? What it do?
Lady with her cup.
I think simple. I've dropped several pieces of heavy equipment that has like forklifts requirements, and all of that I have driven. They don't have like crane capacity, so like 20,000 pounds. You know, it's usually the tipping rate for a forklift. You get a 20K. I haven't seen nothing too much bigger than a 20K. I don't know how much weight those container forklifts carry, the ones that's on the shipyard.
Those are big.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
big ones.
Big rigs.
Yeah. So if I would say maybe make like a telescopic forklift that could pick up 50,000 pounds. I don't know if they have one that is on construction sites that pick up 50,000 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
Hey, just to piggyback off you, like they can pick it up, but like on a lower weight is like I want to take it further. Once you extend, because it gets weaker. Once you extend
right.
You keep the same integrity. That what you're saying?
Yes.
That's
Once it extends, you gotta keep that same strength. Because I mean, you can pick it up like a regular forklift with a big forklift. But once you extend, it gets weaker because you're gonna tilt forward.
Right.
And then you got your grounders.
Yes.
Grounders.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Outriggers but once you extend, and I didn't see it happen. Like
it tip over.
Yeah.
That's come up.
That was his last day.
So with most telescopic forklifts is what we're discussing. They have where they can reach, and most of them reach out to like 52 to 42 to 56 feet, and the further it booms out, that's the terminology. The further the equipment booms out, the less weight it can pick up. So if I'm fully extended in, I may be able to pick up 12,000 pounds. But as soon as I extend all the way out, I'm only able now to pick up 50,000 pounds. So a 50,000, not 50,000, but a 50 pound. So a 50-pound box can flip my whole machine over if I'm all the way extended.
If they're all the way extended.
Versus if I'm all the way, if my bucket is all the way in, if my boom is all the way in, I can pick up 12,000 pounds.
It needs it needs a better balancing and a lower center of gravity.
Yes. And the metal has a lot of weight. So the further you extend, you gotta account for all of that weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you extending out.
Yes,
there it is.
Yeah, I seen that guy
there
get
it is.
off of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
now,
was a good guy, but
what are you going to pick up with 50,000 pounds? What would you be?
So I'm on
what would you be lifting?
Right. So I do solar. I do industrial. I build industrial solar power plants, like large landmass power plants. So in doing so, we have to pick up heavy material, and it would make the job something that I would have to go back and do 2 trips. Now I'm only doing 1.
Okay.
And if the trip is a 20-minute trip there and a 20-minute trip back, that's 40 minutes for 1 trip, and I got to do 2 of those. So now that's 80 minutes.
Okay.
Now it's an hour and
Yeah.
20 minutes to do two trips versus doing one trip
One
in 20
trip.
minutes.
Yeah.
Now, see how much more production we getting? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
ma'am. So now I'm taking
like-
20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. Now I'm taking a 40 minutes to do something that took me almost an hour and 20 minutes to do before.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a cool concept. I like it.
Yes,
I like
ma'am.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
BU,
Oh,
what's the most hilarious misunderstanding you've encountered on the construction site that turned into a funny story?
Mm.
whoa. I got so many. Yeah, I got so many. All right, so my last construction site that I was operating, we would pick guys up, and we call it a transit, a 15 passenger. We had intervals of when we pick people up. So we would pick them up. You know, you got to be on time, and I was strict on timing. I don't care what you do, but you got to be on time. Once you get to work and you get my production done, you're good. So you got to be on time. Yeah. So you got to be on time. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. And I'm in Florida. It don't snow here, but I don't care about none of that. If you ain't on time, you get left. And then and then that walk is a 10, 15-minute walk in the rain. So you better have a poncho or whatever. So a funny story is like I left my foreman, but it was to prove a point. Like, you know, I don't play favoritism at all. I don't do that. So I left my foreman one day, which he's called a lead, but he's my foreman, and I left him one day because he wasn't on time. He didn't let me know nothing because he got comfortable because he was my foreman, and you know we were cool, but like work is work. So I left him one day, and he had to walk. And then so from there on out, he was the first person like on site. And then he was like, hey, then he would call me, like, he would beat me to work, actually. He would call me, hey, boss, it's not raining today. Hey,
Right. Okay, so he
yeah,
learned the lesson and tagged you back.
Yeah, he got on my ass about that, but I had to prove to them, because if I let him do that, then they would look
slippery slope
at that as favoritism. Like, and that was my right hand man. But hey, we're not doing that. Work is work. Like, we're gonna chill after, and we had drinks after that day.
Right.
Like, we had drinks after, but like, yo, work is work and all that. So yeah, that was.
So you were laughing all the way to the job after you left in the rain.
And he still had to work. He came to work wet as hell. But he ain't had no choice. Because rules are rules. And you know, I gotta follow the rules because my boss ain't gonna play with me. So so it is what it is.
Did your other co-workers or your
they picked
laugh
on
at them? Did they that day? Did they laugh?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they picked on them for a while. Like, they picked on them for a while, and then they would say, "Oh, he's here before us," you know, because he would always make it the last minute too. So it's like, you know, but they got on his ass. But you know, I had to prove a point.
Absolutely, I get you. I get that.
Yeah.
Look, if he didn't get the point, then he's a fool.
Oh, he got the point. He stayed dry.
I know he did. I know you said.
He stayed dry. Yeah, he stayed dry.
That's funny. Manetta, Marshall.
Yes.
If you had to create a Navy-themed cocktail, what would you name it, and what ingredients would be in it?
I don't know about ingredients, but I can tell you for us Airedales, it would be called Drip Pan. And drip pans go underneath jets and everything, and they drip hydraulic fluid and jet fuel and everything like that. And after plenty of days out to sea, people would take in bets, and you would betting people on if they would take a sip out of the drip pan, and they would. So I would have to say drip pan. With shots
Oh,
of drip, shots of drip pans.
And now let's think. What kind of alcohol would go in that that's real strong?
Probably, I don't know.
Everclear.
Vodka.
Everclear is the strongest.
Look, I learned something when I lived in the Poconos and at work. The Sterno cans.
Yes.
You just reminded me of that with this story. A person who was an alcoholic, and if they didn't have money to buy their alcohol, they would get melt that fluid because it's gel, and do something with it, maybe put it through a strainer or something, and then they drink it as alcohol. Maybe that'll be in your drip
because
pan.
Certo is fruit based, and they make wine and stuff out of fruit.
The Sterno, I don't know about a Sterno being fruit based.
You said Certo or DeSerto?
No, Sterno. The
With
ones
a C,
you
right?
use to heat your food when your food is no.
Oh,
the
okay,
Sterno
okay.
candles.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm picking up.
Sterno,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm thinking something totally different. Got you.
Yeah, and these ones were the ones that were gel, because when they first had them, it was liquid, and then they came out and made the gel. Yeah, but they somehow light it, let it melt up a little bit, squeeze the alcohol out of that, and drink it.
Whoa. Yeah.
I've
put that
been in rehab where guys would unroll the toothpaste and everything and let the toothpaste harden up and crack down the toothpaste and snort toothpaste.
What?
Did it get him high?
He said it did. I didn't try it.
I didn't know that. Hey.
Okay, so in
Did it work?
your drip pan, that's a killer. That's a straight
I ain't never heard
tear
that.
your body up. It's probably gonna have the Sterno fluid, the formaldehyde, some toothpaste. What some mouthwash too? How about the mouthwash? Alcoholics drink the mouthwash too.
Yeah.
That's crazy work right there.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get it. So why are we asking you? Why does it have to be Navy themed for you, Mad Hatter? Why did we pick that Navy themed? Do you have something to do with the Navy?
I was in the Navy.
He was in the Navy
for 9, almost 10 years.
All right, there it is. And what was the unit you called? You said for the something when you talked about your drink, what it would be?
The drip pan. For Airedales.
Airedales. And what are Airedales?
Anybody that works in the aviation side of the Navy.
Okay, and there it is. That's the drink.
We got a question for you too, Lady Alva.
What's the question?
If you could host a talk show with any 3 guests, living or dead, who would they be, and what would you want to discuss?
Ooh. Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson. I'm on the spot, so it's like my brain just go. Blah, 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 blah. What's my other person? I said, if I meet him.
Michael Jackson is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna let you think.
Muhammad Ali.
That's good.
Well, it's so many. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. I'll leave it at Muhammad Ali. And what would I discuss? Well, Michael Jackson, I want to discuss with him about music, how it formulates in his brain day to day, month to month, how he felt as a kid about all of that. Like, what was the feeling in him and in his mind, with that so much talent. I want to ask him, does he really have vitiligo? Or does he have a complexion complex? I want to ask him, did he not like all of his features because he changed them? You know,
That's some real shit.
did he not like himself that much?
That's some real shit, yeah.
And how he looked. There is a story we know that was written when, as he was going through puberty and coming into manhood and stuff, he started to get a lot of acne. And it was said, I think they even put that in one of the stories about the Jackson. Michael didn't like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was it that he didn't like these things about himself? What was it? How was his father really? How was Joe Jackson really? And that's what I could say. That's about it for Michael. Richard Pryor. Just sit and what I mean, we know his story, but I want the story from the horse's mouth, Richard, and the story from his mouth to me of his childhood. When did he feel or realize that he was funny or could be funny?
Yeah.
And his addictions. Yeah. His addictions. I said Muhammad Ali, so I would dive into his brain as a boxer, of course. What that really meant to him. His transition from into Islam. Yeah. And was it really he did that so he didn't have to go to the war? Or was he really a believer of Islam? How did it feel for him to fight? And whenever he got hit, all the times he got hit, and did he realize that it was changing and messing up his brain? Yeah. And why did he think he was so pretty? That's what who told you were so pretty? He's the only man that will say that ever said that. Now, I'm pretty. Men don't say that. So what made you have the courage to say you was pretty?
We had Floyd Mayweather who said it after him.
Yeah, he was
and
pretty.
then I think did Floyd, and then what's his name too? I can't get the boxer name. Shorter.
That's Pretty Boy Floyd. You're talking about Floyd Mayweather.
That's what we're talking about.
Not Floyd Mayweather. Y'all know.
I don't know nobody else.
Come on, Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea? No, was it Sweet Pea?
I don't even know who Sweet Pea is.
Yeah, pretty eyes though. This boxer, very chilled, like structured. Chilled, structured face, chilled, like chiseled.
Are you talking about Shane Mosley?
No.
He got light eyes. I don't know who else.
Not light eyes, but they were pretty eyes and eyelashes.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out, and we'll come back to it.
I was gonna question you if you knew about that. You're too close.
I don't know any boxers with pretty eyelashes.
Yeah, she loved you when she had said pretty eyelashes. I don't.
If one of y'all said something, I was going, hey, we got to have a talk backstage.
All right, let me see. I just Googled. Oh, look, it come up. I literally.
While she's looking at it, for the entire panel, if you could create a new public holiday to celebrate your profession, what would you call it, and what would the people celebrate? Excuse me, and how would the people celebrate?
I'm gonna be regular. Hey, BU Day. That's it. We're gonna have a BU Day. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna have a BU Day, and hey, God willing, hey, it might happen, but yeah, we're gonna have a BU Day, which is a judge-free day, but you do the right thing at the same time. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, I don't know if it makes sense. I ain't figured it out yet because I just went off the top. But yeah, BU Day, and it's not even about me, not even about the name BU. It's just a BU Day.
Yourself, right?
people feel like they can't be them in certain environments, and they feel like they got to change themselves around certain people, around certain environments, around certain job sites, around certain anything, but you don't. You can have adjustments, but you don't have to change yourself. Like, yeah, like this is me. Like, so yeah. What about you, Mad Hatter?
Words of Wisdom Wednesday, because the English language is being butchered. We would have a new word every Wednesday. We would expand your vocabulary and everything, because nobody knows how to talk on the phone, and they speak all through text and everything, and they are butchering the English language. I don't know about you, but I can't read emojis. I didn't grow up in the 1600s. I don't read hieroglyphics.
Yeah. Say something.
I don't read hieroglyphics. I don't know what a smiley face, two hands, a fire, and a piece of poop mean. What the fuck does that mean?
He said, "Can we start using words, people?"
Oh, boy.
Said, since y'all don't know words, I'm just gonna give y'all words every Wednesday. We're just gonna have a full
Oh, that'd be nice.
full day just to teach
That
y'all.
would be dope.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
That'd
that, man.
be nice.
I like that, man.
Marcia, you're crazy.
If you had a holiday to celebrate your profession, Lady Alva, what would it
I'm
be?
still
and how
looking
would
and I cannot find it.
And how would we celebrate it?
Go ahead. What would it be? A holiday? Tell me, because I'm busy looking for this box. I can't get the name out.
No, it's all right.
Tell me the question again.
Yes, ma'am. If you could have a public holiday to celebrate your profession, what would it be called, and how would the people celebrate it?
The Day of Love and Kindness. Straight up. So we'll celebrate it by everybody being loving and kind one to another. That's it. For a whole day. 24 hours. Celebration of love and kindness. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's like the opposite of a purge. Like it's a good purge, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
you can say that. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I
indeed.
get that.
Mhm.
All right. So, hey, Mister, hey, what's the wildest thing you ever see happen on the job site?
The
Hey,
wildest
you just couldn't believe it.
wildest thing I seen happen on a job site. Wildest thing I seen happen on a job site was a bulldozer run back over a UTV or a buggy with someone in it and crushed it, and he had to be cut out of the buggy, and he survived.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, speaking of buggy, I seen like a shit dude, like I seen what is it? A shit dude like
Leonard, because it's on my brain. The boxer, Leonard.
Sugar
What's
Ray
the rest
Leonard?
of his name?
Sugar
Sugar
Ray
Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Woo!
Okay.
I didn't even get it on Google. It just came.
You
to
say you say he was pretty?
Yeah. He was handsome, but I think he
Hey,
used to
that
say
nigga
that
had
too.
he had
He used
hands.
to say that too.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
he used to say that too about himself. But Muhammad Ali started the chain of it, the thread. But yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard, y'all. Sugar Ray Leonard. All right, that's it for me.
Yeah, because we had two Sugar Rays. We had Sugar Ray Robinson too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah, but
But Leonard
yeah.
was the smaller frame one. That's when she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ray Robinson was a heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
was he heavy?
He wasn't a natural heavyweight, but he fought heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy because, yeah, it was different back then. Like, everything's watered down now. Like, even everything, all sports. Like, you had to get out of the mud back then. Like, now it's like,
Yes. This season's playoffs. I'm looking at it. The game basketball, B-ball was on the screen.
Yes,
My
got
uncle
a bet
was
going
watching
on.
it, and I asked him. I said, "Now I can see what it says, but I'm confused in my brain. So is that professional ball or high school or not high or college ball?" He
Professional
said,
NBA. It's the NBA
That's the
finals.
NBA.
Yeah, that's the
I
NBA
said,
finals.
they look like
kids.
They look
Marshall.
like it's really look like it could have been high school.
Marshall,
Go
hey,
into
what's the score right now,
college,
Marshall?
maybe freshman year of college. All of them. What is really?
Marshall
So
said he
they
don't know.
started. My uncle started to explain.
Was
to
he
me
a heavyweight, Marshall?
What?
who
Was Sugar
Sugar
Ray
Ray-
Robertson? Was he a heavyweight?
Sugar Ray Leonard?
No,
I
Robinson.
think Sugar Ray Robinson?
I know
think Sugar
Leonard.
Ray,
I know Leonard was a welterweight.
yeah, Leonard was a welterweight. I think Sugar Ray Robinson went up to heavyweight to fight what
he
was it?
started a
Foreman?
lightweight, didn't he? Sugar Ray.
Didn't,
He
Yeah,
didn't
started as a
Sugar Ray
lightweight.
Robinson fight George Foreman?
I think so. So yeah, he fought heavyweight.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah.
significance about the two. I think one of them was like middle to
Right.
heavy, and then the other one was lightweight to welter.
Mm-hmm. But listen, the game, they say, yeah, they all shooting 3-pointers now.
Yeah.
I said, is that what it is? Because I don't see no skill on the court. I don't see no grind. I don't see no hustle. He said, yeah, that's what I said. Really? Are you? So I watched the game and exactly what these two, I forget the two teams it was. But yeah, I said, that's crazy. They training them to shoot 3-pointers.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on.
Never had that before.
The
no
game
skill.
has definitely changed.
And they blame Curry on it.
Corny.
They blame. They blame.
Yeah, that's what they
Curry.
said. Because Curry. With the,
Yeah, they say he changed the game when he came
But
back.
yeah, and then they're blaming him, but everybody can't be
see,
Curry.
I don't see it that
Everybody
way.
can't be him. They're trying to be him, but everybody can't.
Exactly. Everybody, you can't do that. You got to do what your skill is.
Yes, exactly. I agree. 100%.
Like, come on, that's what b-ball is about. Else get off the court.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Look at Eddie Allen talking that shit. I hear you.
and she got a little gangster lean on her.
That's right. That's right. Don't let me pull out my pom-poms. I was a cheerleader.
Hey, BU. If you could turn your favorite construction tool into a superhero, what would his powers be? And what would be his catchphrase?
Fuck. Yeah.
Your favorite construction tool into a superhero.
Powers would be to fly and maintain your flight, and it would be a flying welder.
A flying welder.
Because I constructed some stuff that's like
in the air.
Yes, I done built mountains like Volcano Bay, like shit like that, and then mountains. We would have built mountains.
So a flying welder. All right, now what would be his catchphrase?
Damn, y'all got me in this. Hold up. Give me. I don't really get stuck on that, you know.
While you work on that catchphrase for us.
Hold on, I got one. I fly in intact.
I'm flying intact.
Flying intact.
And intact.
So flying intact because in welding you have to tack.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes, and then so because we used to build Well, we still do that. We build like big structures, like, and then like we got to build it. That would remove scaffolding.
Right. Right.
There would be no need for scaffolding anymore.
Right.
So yeah, that would be fire actually. I gotta look that up. Hey.
What you cooking up there, man? Hatter?
I'm just getting ready for the next question.
Ooh, man Hatter up there cooking. Man Hatter up there cooking.
Yeah, look, y'all don't know that by now when he started going in and out of the backdrop.
Yeah, man Hatter up there cooking.
You see him, you ever know he spin around?
So
He
we're gonna go ahead and
pulling
jump
up
into
something.
this next question because Man Hatter up there cooking. You know, Mr. Man Hatter, if you could write a rap about your favorite Navy memory, what would you title it, and what would be the first line?
That was not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the theme one in the chorus.
Oh shit, where you with that?
I did I jump ahead?
I think you jumped ahead.
You did jump there actually. But you ain't got to think about it. I thought about it.
Might as well go with it.
Okay, we'll do this one now and we'll do the other one later.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So can you read that one now?
Yeah, absolutely. If you could write a rap about your favorite neighbor memory, what would the title be, and what would be the first line?
I don't know what the title would be, but here's what I got started. I don't know if this would be the chorus one or the theme song one, but an experience like no other. Nations travel to the well and under, swells surrender as we prepare to plunder.
Talk to him. Talk that shit, Marshall. Talk that shit.
Well, you gotta say it again. He read it so fast. Say it again.
An experience like no other. Nations travel to the well and under, swells surrender as we prepare to plunder.
Mm.
Yeah,
There it is.
there it is. There it is. So you gotta be of a higher intellect to appreciate Marshall. So for them guys who don't want to pick up a book and read, I feel real sorry for you because you're missing some treats.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely
For
missing
sure.
some treats.
For sure.
Lady Alva,
Yo,
if you could create a viral hashtag for your advocacy work, what would it be, and how would you want people to use it?
That's good. That's good. But look, do I want to say it? Because then somebody gonna hear it and make it.
But it's yours, mommy. Look.
All right. A viral. Well, I don't know. A viral hashtag. We gotta wait to see if it go viral, right? But I'm thinking right now, it definitely has to have the ribbon, the red ribbon, which represents HIV,
Yes, ma'am.
AIDS. So the red ribbon.
See, I was this year's old when I learned that. See, I learned something every day.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say the world, the globe, and then arms around the red ribbon. That's
But
it.
what would that hashtag be?
Did I just do an emoji and not a hashtag?
Yes.
We still love you. We still love you.
I know. I maybe I'm stuck with the emoji from y'all talked about some emojis, so I don't know. Okay. So the hashtag would be, let's see, that would be part of the hashtag. No discrimination.
No discrimination.
And that would be part of the hashtag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I got
No
one for you too.
discrimination.
Stand on business. That's what I was thinking for you.
Nice.
Because you be standing on business even when I talk shit to you. So,
Yeah. All right. There we go.
That's a good one for you.
I'll take it.
I like that one.
It.
I like
Stand
that
on
one.
business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's stand on business is
Yeah.
universal because you be
Yeah.
standing on business. So
There you go. I like that. I like that.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say something crazy, you know, but you never know what come out that boy mouth. But he made a believe out of me right there because you know what I'm saying that was
There you
good.
go.
I like that. Every now and then he shocked me, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then I'm like, look at
Yeah.
him over there being professional.
Hey, hold up, y'all gonna leave me
Listen.
alone.
Pollinating is a real thing. Pollinating
Yes.
is a real thing.
It is a real thing. It is a real thing. This question is for the collective. If you could swap professions for a day, what is the first thing you would do in each other's role? So if all of us could swap jobs, I'm a heavy equipment operator, BU is a superintendent, Lady Alva is a radio personality, Mad Hatter Marshall is a writer and producer. If we could switch roles, what would be the first thing we do in each other's roles?
For me, I would swap with Matt Hatter because I want to see how he fucking works his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like, cause his mind works fast. And it faster than people can keep up with, actually. Right. So I would swap with Marshall and I wanna see how he does it. Because I can respond to a lot of shit quick, but it's not even the quickness, it's the thinking outside of the box from Matt Hatter Marshall. And it's like, yo, how the hell did he come up with this? You know, stuff like that. So I would definitely swap with Marshall.
Yeah.
All right. Piggybacking off of you, I'm swapping with Mad Hatter too.
Yeah.
I'm swapping with him because he's music and producing.
Yes.
So I want that right there and I want to do it. But I'm a manage the brain that he has, I'm a manage it. So I can get and grab from it and get the work done. Boom, 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 boom. With the speed of his brain, but managed.
Yes.
And go make me some big money. Or perform. Or actually, I'll probably be performing first.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah. Your presence and confidence with Mad Hatter Brain. Oh man.
That's right.
Man. Frankenstein. We done created something. Yes, absolutely.
That's right.
I think for me, I would love to see what that superintendent role is like. I've always basically ran the site from behind the scenes. So to actually be the person in the seat, to see how I handle that pressure and maintain a site integrity, I would love to see that. I would love to see that how that play out for sure.
And hey, listen, as a superintendent, you got the voice, the character to do it. I don't know how I made it here. I don't even know. Because I'm a wild guy. I'm wild as fuck. But maybe that's what they needed. They needed a little different. But you're like, you have the superintendent in you. Like, you got it. Right. You got it in you. Like, the way you talk, that's how everybody else talks. But maybe they just need one BU.
Yeah.
Too many BUs.
They're like you. Yeah, they can't put up with too many of me. Yeah.
Wait, but now you make me think.
The world is only big enough for one BU.
But now you make me want to ask you, BU. How did it go that you got the position? You got called into the office, your boss calls you in. How did that work out? How did it pan out?
It worked out. I'm very outspoken, as we all know. And I learned every position of construction, every position. So I started out $9 an hour as a laborer. And I moved up, but every time I moved up, I would get to know the person that's in charge.
Next, right.
And then I moved up more, and then I moved
But
up more.
But were you surprised for when you got the offer for superintendent? Were you surprised?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't, only because I knew what I was doing.
Okay, so on the real deal.
I wasn't surprised at all because I knew what I was going for, and I wasn't surprised at all. But I mean, like people, they need people like me. I wish Montana was here because that's the Montana quote. They need people like me because, like, I'm the one in the meetings saying what the other people don't want to say.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm in those meetings. Like, you know, I hear them complain all day about this, and then we get to a meeting and don't nobody say nothing.
Yeah.
I was the guy who said it.
Yeah, I hear you. And you know,
and I said it in a good way.
Yeah. And the workforce, though, is so biased between men and women because there's women like that will say, and it doesn't work. They'll look to penalize you in some kind of way. Some jobs, I've experienced that myself. But if a man say it, it's accepted. Mm-hmm.
I would agree on that. I definitely would agree on that. And then, so when I got power, like, I mean, we could call it power, but when I got power, I would try to teach not to be racist or anything, but black, like, because when I was the only black management, like, hey, you need to do this way, and like it'll work for you, you know, because but if you're ignorant, then I'm not gonna like put you towards this situation, you know. I'm not gonna like promote you. I'm not gonna do that. Like I wasn't racist towards what is it, race, but I was it's towards like if you're good at your job, then it didn't matter what you were. Like, right,
so it's no racist. So you're not being racist at all. Then you just want everybody to perform and do their jobs.
But I would try. I ain't gonna lie though. I would try harder because I see the company that I'm with. I see, and then it's mostly white higher ups, and I try to get these guys there. I try, but I'm not gonna force it.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm gonna give you all these points how I got to where I'm at, and you take it or leave it. And if you can't take it, then this person's getting that. Like, I can't help that.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then woman wise is what I've seen in the industry with women is I've seen like higher ups. I'll probably get in trouble for this later on. Actually, higher ups, if they can't, it is what it is. I got a good resume, but higher up,
you might not be going to Las Vegas.
I'd rather stay home. But higher ups, they try to like use their power to like talk to women that they like you know, or like sleep with women or stuff like that. Like
yeah.
And then that's like, you know, it's called fraternizing. Yeah, it's and they do that. And Marshall, you know about fraternizing?
Oh yes.
Yes. So yeah, like they're using their power for the wrong way.
Yeah, and if they can't do that, if they can't reach a woman like that, if a woman is a little too strong, it's a problem, and it's terrible. It's terrible.
And then they keep her at that level, or they let her go when it's cut off. Yeah, which is not fair.
I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
I'd like to say who I want to switch with.
Go ahead.
I want to switch with BU because I've always wanted to be an architect. And I think I've always wanted to design my own amusement park and everything. I always had dreams of designing my own amusement park and everything like that. So I think working in an amusement park and hotels would be fun. with that said, I could never like operate a saw or something like that because if I did, I'd already be missing a couple of digits. My hands are too valuable for power tools.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I went through every step, and then shout out to my boss, man, Mike Lopez. He taught me everything. Like, he seen me digging holes, and he grabbed me. He put me to the side. He was like, yo, you didn't complain not one time digging holes. I had it. I went to school for architecture. And then he had me digging holes, like trenches, for the theme park, just so they can drop the poles in the ground. And he's like, you didn't complain. And everybody complained all the time. He's like, you didn't complain not once. And then so he moved me up. And he was like, I see something in you. And he was like, I see something. And he's Mexican.
Nice.
And he's like, I see something in you. I kind of think nigga wasn't supposed to be here, actually. Now that I think about it. I kind of think, hey, I'm thinking about it now. I got to ask him. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be here, actually. But he got me to where I'm supposed to be. And he taught me, like, everything I need to know. And then he put me in situations. He was like, because I would fuck up. But I would be like, yo. And then he would get on my ass. I was like, yo, I'm going to fuck up one time. But I'm going to learn from that mistake. I ain't going to make that same mistake again. That's what I would tell him. And I never did. And then, so, you learn from your mistakes. So,
That's right. That's right.
And then that's how I grew to where I'm at now. So it worked out. It worked out for me. It ain't the perfect story, but it ain't the story for everybody. It won't happen the same for everybody. But I'm trying to do that for more people. I'm trying to use my power, just to better us, actually.
Okay. I want to ask Marshall a question.
Go ahead.
If you could pin a theme song for your life as a Navy vet, what genre would it be? And what would the chorus sound like?
It would probably be a mix between. It would probably be something like a Linkin Park.
Okay. And Linkin Park is where?
Linkin Park is a band.
It's in Virginia, though, right? Okay. It's in Virginia. There's a Linkin Park, Virginia.
It is.
The Linkin Park they actually named it for him is actually in Santa Monica.
Okay. So,
noted. Okay. But there is a Linkin Park neighborhood in Virginia.
Yeah, there is. Can we put Montana on? He's backstage.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad, Montana.
Yeah. So, okay, Linkin Park is a band. Are they from the Linkin Park itself? With Linkin Park.
Not really.
Band. Okay. So
it would probably be something like that, a mix between like rock and rap. It's kind of like a hybrid.
Okay. I know. What songs does Linkin? Give me a song that Linkin Park sings. And how old is the band?
They did a remix with Jay-Z for You. That'd be a better reference. The Encore and Numb remix.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Yeah.
You gotta give me a Linkin. I think because the name, I remember the name as the band. But give me a song.
Gone so far and got so far.
So
but
that
in the
is
end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's my song. That's my song. That is my song. I like that. Okay, there you go. There you go.
All right. Speaking of music, hey, welcome, Montana.
Montana Kobe. What's up?
Hello. What's up, my people?
What's up? Hey, how your day been?
My day been pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Okay, speaking of music though, what is your playlist like when you're on the road? Like, cause I be seeing you on the road. You be
My
you be
playlist on
going
the
out like.
road, my playlist on the road be all over, man. It really depends on what mood I wake up in. Sometimes I might have a, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I might go to church. Sometimes I might, end up in the rock. Sometimes I might play some country. Sometimes I might play some rap. So I got a wide variety of stuff I listen to because one thing I learned being over the road is that you'll get burnt out listening to the same songs over and over and the same genre of music as well when you're driving
Yes.
for hours on end. So I try to listen to everything, and then, sometimes I throw instrumentals or I throw band music up in there just to give it a switch up.
Hey, you be
Mhm.
freestyling to the instrumentals?
I've tried it, and I'm like that shit was trash.
Because I
I got a
remember
question.
me, you, and Mister freestyling all the time.
Montana, I got a question for you.
What's up, buddy?
How many times are you in the truck yet listening to "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way"?
Oh man, anytime I got on fucking Pandora early 2000s club hip hop radio, oh,
That's
I'll
funny.
be in that motherfucker turn, boy.
All
For
right,
real, I'll
so
be in that thing turn.
you don't do well. You don't do over OTR.
You could call it that.
Okay. So with that being said, do you like got a favorite place or diner or anything you frequent or like a meal
Yes,
that like I gotta have this meal like every
yeah,
time I go through here?
yeah. Every time I go through Texas, I go to Soul Man's Barbecue.
Mhm.
Every time I go to when I go through Arkansas, I stop at Nick's Barbecue. Um, when
So
I'm
you like barbecue?
I
Okay.
love barbecue. I love barbecue.
Mhm.
It's a little mom and pop Liberty gas station in the backwoods of South Carolina. Man, they got the best fried chicken. I'm talking about. I'm a big texture person, so if I taste your fried chicken and you got the seasoning up in that skin just right, boy, I come and eat all of it every time. So I be pulling that big ass truck up in that little 4 pump gas station. Just walk up in there and get my chicken. It be me and other trucks there as well, but we're all there for the chicken.
Mm. Hey, Montana, what's the Arkansas
Sounds like some good
barbecue
chicken.
like?
Arkansas barbecue is pretty good. I don't like the fact that some of their meats are pretty bland.
Oh, is it? Uh-huh.
Some of their meats are pretty bland. But I think that could be that just might be the way they cook down there. Like they put the sauce on the
Yeah.
side.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
See, down in Carolina, we like to mix it. We like to marinate our meat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We gotta
yeah,
have the
yeah.
sauces in
They
the
got a
meat.
little
Mm-hmm.
flavor,
Now we go, not no
Mm-hmm.
little flavor. It gotta be a pie. You know what
Yeah, you got to kick
Mm-hmm.
it. You got to hit it.
I'm saying?
I got to be
Matt,
sucking on
what
these
you got, brother?
fingers.
Montana, do you have a staple meal or something like that you got to try at every place to compare it?
Yes, yes. When it
it's
comes to
probably
barbecue,
barbecue.
when it comes to barbecue, I got to try your brisket. I got to try your brisket because everybody
Mm-hmm.
can't make brisket. And what I've come to realize and notice that sometimes some people brisket be dried out, um, or they'll give you chunks of meat with no fat on it. I like fat on my meat, no diddy.
Mm.
Um,
Oh Lord.
That's where the flavor's at. That's where the flavor is in the
Yeah,
meat, the
I was
fat.
just about to say that. Yeah.
so I don't want no hard ass sandwich with just chunks of dried up ass meat. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that's
So
one thing.
hey. So what's the craziest cargo you ever transported?
The craziest cargo I ever transported was it had to be bombs for the military. I carried some missiles.
Mm.
Um,
Shit.
they were where the fuck I picked them shits? I picked them up out of a place in like Oklahoma or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I took them down to Took him down to a naval like ammunition storage yard or whatever, and it's where they stored all their missiles and stuff like that. That was one of the craziest loads I ever took.
Were you scared? Did you have a little fear in the whole journey?
No.
Okay. I would have had it. I would have had it in me, thinking about carrying some missiles.
No, look,
Driving
it's
on the
crazy.
road.
It's funny you said that because I wasn't scared of that, but I'm afraid to pull a tanker, and the only reason why I'm afraid to pull a tanker is what, son? Okay. The only reason why I'm afraid to pull a tanker is because I smoke too many cigarettes, and I feel like it'd be just my fucking luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sneak in a cigarette, and I throw it out the window, and it laying back there, and then boom, I'm gone in the middle of the damn highway. Because a lot of times you see them guys, they pull over on the side of the road or to go to rest stops, and they'll smoke their cigarettes away from the truck. They're not allowed to smoke in the truck. But you got outlaws that will smoke in the truck, not giving two flying fucks either. So that'd be my fear.
So how long was that journey with the missiles? How long
It was a day trip. It was about 500-600 miles.
Yeah.
And it's more dangerous taking not a full tanker, but if it's not full, it's more explosive because of the fumes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it's not full.
Yes, your car's more explosive on a less of a gas tank than it is with a full gas tank.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's good info. I never knew that.
Yeah, the fumes in your gas tank is what ignites and explodes and everything. You can put your cigarette out, and you can put your cigarette out in a bottle of gasoline.
No, you can put your cigarette out in diesel.
And it's not gonna boof. It's not gonna boof.
I think it's diesel versus gasoline though.
Wait, Mad Hatter, it's not gonna go boof?
No.
Put the cigarette out in a puddle of gasoline? No?
No, it's the fumes.
Okay, don't nobody go out there and try that though, please.
Please don't. Don't be trying to debunk. Don't be trying to debunk Mad Hatter. We don't need that.
Please.
Hey, if they're eating Tide Pods because of TikTok, I highly doubt I'm gonna cause a little bit of a ripple in the tide here.
Hey, we're about to get sued. Yeah, they about to sue us.
Yo.
Hey, hold the fuck up.
They said it was Mad Hatter Marshall fault.
Yeah. We're gonna blame him. You know, it gonna get off. I got a question, Mister. Hey, wait, when I call you and you don't answer, what you be listening to? Like, since we talking about music and all that, because I be calling you and you don't be answering. So, what's your playlist? Like, what songs do you have in you just not answering?
That good old gospel music, brother. I be in the zone.
Hey. Hey.
I can't have you interrupt my praise and worship when, especially if I know you calling with that devil stuff.
There you go. There you go.
This fool.
There you go.
I be calling you for good. Today I was calling you for good stuff. But today.
He said, well, let me be honest. Today I was calling you for good stuff.
I was calling you for good
stuff. See, nobody know. Nobody really know. Because
he can hang up quick.
Stuff.
He done hung up on me before. He can hang up if it ain't good, you know.
I gotta take BU in increments. So when I know we got a show on Sunday, and Monday, I won't answer his phone call Monday morning. I got now Tuesday I answer his call because they don't have to deal with him no more until Thursday. So I can't
we got 2 more days to marinate.
What you got for me, man?
I got a stupid fun fact for the day.
Hey, talk to me. What's the stupid fun fact for the day?
Most zippers on your coats pants and everything comes from the same company, YKK. It doesn't matter who makes your coat. It doesn't matter who makes your jeans. It doesn't matter who and everything. All the zippers say YKK.
How about that shit? I did not know that.
Really?
Learn.
Yes.
Hey, look, you learn something
Wait.
new every day, no matter where.
Where do we
you
see-
live.
Where do we look at
Okay.
that at? Because I never looked
You
that
gotta
it
zip
says it.
You gotta
It
zip
looks
it.
on the
On the
zipper-
toggle. On the toggle.
toggle. Yep. On the toggle it says it. And on the back of it, it will also say it.
Huh. How about that shit?
Wait. The thing
Do I
is,
even?
is that
Do I got a hoodie that
Mad
zips
Hatter,
up?
are you looking
I
at
got a
all your
hoodie that zips
zippers?
up. I got a zipper.
Are you looking at all your zippers?
Oh,
on
he
your
said all
garment?
zippers though, so it should be like my vest. Oh, my vest got a button. Hold on, I want to see this.
Well, most of
Hey, I'm about to go get my
most
vest.
of your zippers, they got to say YKK. You're going to find it odd. But yeah, there seems to be a monopoly on zippers.
Mad Hatter, can you answer me though? This is something you do. You just look at all your zippers, the toggle, to see on every garment.
Don't
Well, I'm looking
sometimes
at
I'm
one.
trying.
I don't see it over here.
Go ahead. Sometimes what?
Sometimes I'm looking to see where my clothes are made.
It is. It says YKK on this. Let me see another one. Look, my
Mine say
closet door
Y7.
is near me. Yours says what?
Say Y7. I don't know. What's that? True to the jacket?
Yo, this one is YKK for sure. It's a sweat. It's a hoodie.
Says HY.
You gonna have us all looking at our zippers.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
grab
got
your
my
jackets
wardrobe
and
around
shit.
here. Yo, I ain't got no time.
Look, he had me going checking everything. Hold on, let me see my work.
Yeah, let me see.
Hey, look,
Let me
hey.
see.
Hold on. He is not lying.
Mad
I'll figure out something real quick.
Oh man. He
Man, I had to
playing
do some stuff like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, BU, what is one construction myth that you would love to debunk?
Ooh,
He got the zipper just to show you folks.
Hold on. Let me back it up a little bit. Let me zoom out.
yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yo.
YKK.
YKK.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Mad Hatter
I
just
would've never
planted
thought
a
that.
Mad Hatter seed in our brains.
Look at this in the closet.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, bring me my
Everybody
sweater.
go-
Hey, bring me
Yo,
my sweater.
Everybody gonna be in their closet telling their kids, look what your zipper say.
Yeah, YKK.
He said I had a random
Yeah.
fun fact.
Honestly.
What? It says it's only on jacket.
No, it's on jeans too. Check your copper jeans. Check your bronze jeans. The gold, yeah.
That's fine.
YKK.
That's fine. Learn something new every day.
Especially from Marshall. Especially from him.
Don't learn something new from Marshall. Let him know it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You got a myth that you like to debunk? A construction myth?
You talking to me?
Yeah, BU.
My myth is
Hold on, I'll be back.
I don't do shit.
Yo, what the hell?
He said it's a myth. He said it's
That's
a
a
myth
myth?
that he don't do shit.
That he don't.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
no. He said construction myth.
Right.
Yeah, so
So
I'm saying.
the myth is I don't do shit.
Is that
People don't know what it takes to do my job, and people don't know what it took to get to where I'm at.
Right.
You know, so yeah, there's people like there's laborers that I try to explain to them. Yeah, it might not look like I don't do shit, but I did a lot to get here to the point where it looks like I don't do shit, but I'm actually doing a lot, and a lot for you, because without me, you ain't having a job. And also vice versa, without them, I won't have a job.
Right. I think what people fail to realize is as you climb the ladder in the corporate world or in any type of field, the higher you go up, the work is not more physical. The work becomes more mental.
A lot of meetings.
That's true.
A lot of meetings that I'd rather get paid to do your work with my salary than go to these fucking meetings. But,
I got a construction myth. I got a construction myth.
What's
All right.
that?
All please, Lord, don't beat me up, chat, please. But all Hispanics are not the best laborers.
Oh,
No.
absolutely. Agreed.
That's a construction myth there.
That's a construction myth. That's a construction myth.
You call the Mexicans, they're gonna put your house together in a week. That not every single one of them can do that.
Right.
There are other races that can build houses and do it just as fast as well.
But not only that, every Hispanic you see on a job site is not a fucking Mexican.
Boy, that's
true,
the
too.
biggest myth right
That's
there.
another one, because
That's
the
biggest one
I
right
work with
there.
Honduras people. I work with Honduras people.
But
Yeah,
I want to chime in
right.
on this. Back in the
Okay.
day, the best
Back in the
construction
day, you should have brought the hood out.
people
Back in the day.
were Italians. The Italians. And then the black men. Yeah.
Okay.
Your best construction workers and builders, Italians.
I've had people that I've succeeded, like I started with them and I succeeded them, and they talk down on me, like, for no
That's
reason.
all.
It's like,
In
and I'm
New
like,
York,
yo, like, nigga, I'm helping you. I'm about to help
in
you
New
get
York,
up
that's
around
who
me.
had the construction companies, Italians. Nothing
Yeah.
but Italians. And if you were black, you got in there, you were coming in as a laborer. And it was not easy to get into the union. Nothing but Italians in building. Offices, a lot of buildings, Manhattan, all over New York. But very good
all right,
builders.
all right, another myth, mister. Another myth is like, they say when a black man make it, they don't want to take their people with them. Hey, I don't care what color you are. Work is work. I don't care what color you are, like what ethnicity. Work is work. You perform good, you get good results. That's it. That's what I'm all about. Like I will try harder. Like I spoke about it. I would try a little harder towards my black people, but hey, work is work. If I need you and he outworks you, and I gotta pick between you and him, I'm gonna pick him, even if he ain't black. Like so, and so it sucks. Well, actually, it doesn't suck. It's real.
No, it's real.
It doesn't suck.
And it's real. And I think I want to touch on that. BU. As black men, because I can only speak from a black perspective because I'm a black man. I can't speak from any other perspective. So this is no knock to my boy over there, man. That's my dog. So, but from a black man's perspective, if you see another black man in a higher position than you, I don't think that it's fair for you to automatically expect that man to show you favor, to show you grace, just because y'all have the same plight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, you're supposed to, if you really revere the person, if you really respect them, if you really have any type of respect for him being in that position, you should want to make sure that he always look good. You know what I'm saying? You should want to scratch his back. You should want to go above and beyond to make sure bro look good because that's a person that represents you in that position. You should want to try to like get him put out his position. You know what I mean? The crab in the barrel mentality, so to speak. You know,
Right.
you shouldn't try to find ways to frown upon the man or get the man moved from the position because you don't like being a black man being authoritarian over you. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, help keep people in those positions by being a good ally up under them.
Right. I agree. 100.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Man,
And then,
what you got, brother?
I just want to say one thing on that. Just this comes into something I was writing earlier,
Yeah.
and it has to do with overachieving.
Yes.
Overachiever. Why is overachieving looked down upon? Shouldn't overachieving be the goal, going over what people expect you to achieve?
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I agree. I'm an
Absolutely,
overachiever.
Mad Hatter. Absolutely, Mad
And
Hatter.
we all look down
I agree
upon.
100%.
People say, why are you doing all that? You don't get paid for all that. We don't get paid for that. I work the way I work because I serve. And that's it.
Absolutely. I always get picked on at work. People be calling me, oh, look at you trying to be an employee of the month.
Teacher said, they used to call me a teacher set, and now I tell them what the fuck to do.
So look, now you say, so who want to be my pet?
Yeah, so now you my teacher set. Yeah.
Which one of y'all going to be my pet?
That part. Now, I think you had that pen cooking, man, Hatter, earlier. Now, this is what you had to cook it for. If you could pen a theme song for your life as a Navy vet, what genre would it be, and what would the chorus sound like?
I gave that to Mad Marshall.
Yeah.
Marshall. That was the
Linkin Park.
Oh.
All right, so if you could write a rap about,
No,
we got to go back. Yeah.
No, he did that one. I didn't know. I didn't hear Lady. I didn't know that Lady Alva did the Linkin Park joint. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No, you got a question for Lady Alva. 17.
Ask me the same question, but I'm not a Navy woman. Just a theme song. I am woman. Hear me roar. That's my theme song.
Lord.
Katy
Alva,
Perry already wrote that song.
Yeah.
Katy Perry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a corny one, Mad Hatter.
All right, so lady, if you could create a fun community event that combines art and advocacy, what would
I
it
answered
be
that
like?
already, I think, didn't I?
I'm not sure.
No. A fun event that combines art and advocacy. Oh, well, it would be fun. It would be a gathering of women hosting and showing up themselves. All that is about them, the many hats they wear. So we're going to have some artists in all forms. We're going to have the art for changes there.
Okay.
I like the way you put that.
I like that.
There you go.
I ain't mad at you.
So, and that's all forms, even culinary, because food is an art.
Yes.
So, yep. So that's what
everything is art.
Everything can be portrayed as art. Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
You could also do that on the men's side for grown men with questionable hobbies, because there's a lot of men that have hobbies that don't like their hobbies being shown.
Yes. Yes.
Well, why wouldn't they like their hobbies? They don't like their hobbies being shown?
Yeah, they don't like what they do as a hobby. They don't like it being shown out in the public and everything.
They like to keep it personal to them.
Exactly. It's only a hobby. It's not a way.
They don't like to share it, right?
Yes.
Right. So what are we gonna? What should we do with that? Leave that alone, or
no? We should that you could you could also do it with men as well. So men
Right.
could incorporate their hobbies
Right.
on the outside.
Outside.
Right.
Okay, that's right. That's good. Always like to encourage people to come outside the box. Be seen.
I think, hey,
good. We
speaking
need
on
to
that,
do something like that though, for real. That's a good
speaking
event.
on that, I think men should be more vocal. Even me, actually, I might be too vocal, but still, like, I think men should be. Hey, Mister.
Just
Like,
saying,
yo,
men should be you.
no, hey, you can't be me. But there should be more vocal, like, yo, like more vocal, because like we're taught to hide our feelings, and like it's a weakness talking about like this is, and I used to be like that. And when I learned, like, because I used to watch a lot of videos, like I learned, like, you know, and I used to talk to a lot of people. Like me and Marshall had a talk with the other guy today, and
AJ.
we were talking about that. Yeah, AJ.
Shouts
But
out to
yeah,
AJ,
so
man. We gotta get you back on the show, brother.
yeah, but don't act like how you was acting when you was on here. We had that talk too. But like we yeah.
What was
my
he
bad.
acting like? Now you got to say it.
No, I had to tell Mr. Get him off the show. Like, yo.
Why? What was he speaking like?
He was disrespecting another.
We had multiple guests on, and they didn't vibe well, and we didn't want
Okay.
that for the
they
show.
didn't mesh. They didn't mesh. So it's
Okay.
like you know, and that's my friend. Like that's one of my closest
Yeah.
friends.
Well,
Like,
that happens sometimes. Sometimes then too, people step away maybe, or have to step away. Maybe they learn from that and come back inspired with something else new
and
attached
we had
to
that.
them.
Yeah, we had that talk today. Like I don't pick and choose. I'm me. Like,
Right.
hey, that's one of my best friends. But you had to
Yeah.
go at that moment. You had to go at that moment.
Yeah.
So you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
To piggyback off
Oh,
of men,
to talk a lot.
Oh yeah,
Express
men
themselves.
should be able to like not be able. They need to be more comfortable because I wasn't comfortable with talking. Like I actually, this podcast made me more comfortable with talking. Like if it wasn't, hey, I'm gonna give you your flowers, Mister. I'll give you your flowers. You know, if it wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't talk so much. Actually. So I'm gonna give you your flowers, Mister, for us starting this podcast. You started, well, we started it, but it was your idea. But men don't feel comfortable with talking at all. Like, and then they feel like, all right, it's a sign of weakness, and I feel like it's a sign of strength because I would let it all out. Like, hey, what, hey. What you gonna do? Ain't nobody take care of me. So what you say to me don't matter. You know, what you eat don't make me shit. What you drink don't make me pissed. You know.
Mad Hatter.
Man, what you got, brother?
to reiterate on men not expressing their feelings, you might have had Van Gogh and Michelangelo and all them as painters back in the day, but nowadays painters are mainly women. And men are like graffiti artists or something like that. They've taken a masculine look to it, and painting is looked at as more as
Feminine.
a feminine activity.
All right, to piggyback
I never
off
thought
you,
about
Marshall,
that.
To piggyback off you, Marshall, this is the most I've ever heard you talk when we started this podcast. Just to piggyback off that as well. So you get where I'm going. Yeah. This is the most, even like I told your mom talked to me, he's like, yo, he's ready for the podcast. Your mom.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I love man. I got so much to offer the world. I'm
Hey,
love seeing him come out his shell.
Yeah.
Yes, that was great. Yeah, he was a great addition. Like, and you too, lady.
Thank
we
you.
good.
So
we
we
all
good.
right.
We good.
We
But
all
so
right.
y'all.
I don't know if we're good yet. We all right though.
Oh, so y'all look.
No,
So
we
I
good.
can
So
call
I'm a
y'all
good,
my
so I'm a good G,
hummingbird.
so I'm a good general manager.
You did all right. You did all right.
Yeah.
As
So
long
y'all
as you don't trade Rafael Devers, because we don't need to get into that. Trading
So
Devers,
y'all are
trading
hummingbirds.
Rafael Devers to the San Francisco
As long as
Giants
y'all
for
let me be
peanuts.
me, and then like we good. Like, cause
No, y'all are hummingbirds. That's what I
we
said.
do
Y'all
need
are
one more
becoming
female.
hummingbirds.
We do need one more female. A female, a young from a younger generation. I would like the female to be younger than all of us, so we get different perspective. We got an older woman's perspective. We got a younger woman's perspective. We got older men perspective. We got younger men perspective. So I would love to
I
have
talked to my sister. I talked to my sister about that,
She gotta at
but
least be 25 though, at least.
yeah, she gotta
my
be
sister
able to have a conversation.
In her 20s.
We're all educated, so she got to be able to hold her own with us as far as having a conversation.
Yeah, and I ain't trying to hear that. The fuck. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
So I
young
talked to my
shit.
sister about that, and then like she's me, so that's not good. She's a female of me. Oh, we already got Lady Albert. She's the older me, female wife.
We get enough of you
So
already, so we can just keep her at
So
home.
we already
yeah. So my
said that the
sister,
world ain't big enough
she's
for
out of
she
it.
be used.
She's out of it.
See, Lady Alva is a hummingbird. Y'all are becoming hummingbirds.
Look at that. I like that. I respect it. I respect it. You Miyagi us. Hey, Phoenix person said, well, look no further, y'all.
All right, so let's bring her on next
Phoenix
episode.
person.
Fuck it.
All right. Phoenix person hitting the 25 mark. You 25 miles per hour. Let's go.
All right, we got a few more questions before we close out.
Lie. Hold up. We done?
No, I said we got a few
We
questions.
want the ID you show the cops in a speeding ticket, not the ID you show the club bouncer on a Saturday night.
This fucking Marshall.
Hey, so we got 3 more questions before we close out. If you were a host of a talent show featuring your unique skills outside of your job, what would each of you perform?
Host of a talent show feature your unique skills outside of your job. Yeah. What would each of you perform?
I bring my drumstick.
Say so.
Yeah, I bring my drumsticks. That's probably what I do for my talent show.
I love it. My man say he's gonna be a percussionist. You know, bring out that snare, put it on his chest like he on the marching band, and go and show you what to do.
I'm gonna do stand-up comedy, but I'm gonna do it from a chair because I'm kind of lazy.
I like it. I'm gonna do stand-up comedy, but from a chair. Y'all don't pick it up when you put it down.
Lazy.
You know when you put it down. What about you?
I'm a dance, bro, because I got a daddy dance. I don't know if y'all be seeing my Instagram, but my kids do my little daddy dance. Like, it's hey, we about to go viral. I ain't gonna lie, my kids are already going viral on TikTok and all that shit. They're going viral. So I'm gonna put my daddy dance, and then like we take it off. No, y'all laughing like I'm for real. But yeah. Hey, but let's bring Phoenix on next Thursday.
You over there walking like an Egyptian.
They said they want you on next Thursday.
Yeah.
How you gonna act? Don't be talking big.
Don't be acting shy. Hey, because Mark, hey, B, you go. I almost said my name, Marquise. Hey, B, hey, we standing on business.
Yeah. Everybody knows that if I was a host of a talent show, you're going to get some spoken word poet from Mississippi Sexual.
Yeah.
Singing.
Uh-oh, she said she's singing. She gonna get there and sing for us. You gonna sing or you gonna sing?
I'ma sing.
Oh, okay. She gonna sing. I thought she was gonna sing. She said she gonna sing. Okay, all right.
I don't even say. I don't. There's no difference between singing and saying. So
Nah, hold on.
Yo, there's a big
There's
difference between singing
That's
and
a big
sing.
difference.
There's a big difference.
no, that's what y'all think.
I ain't even
Nah,
gotta
you not.
say
Look,
it. Hey, my counterparts know what's the difference.
you can't do that. You can't do that. There's no discrimination in art.
Montana,
So
what's the
singing is
difference?
singing.
Montana, what's the difference? Singing and singing.
The difference is, you know, I can go out there and do the the national anthem, and then Usher come out there and he gonna sing the national anthem. That's the difference. He sang that shit.
Don't discriminate the sounds that you hear.
Respect, respect, Lady Alva.
I guess it's a southern thing, huh?
I think it's a southern thing. It's a southern thing.
It's called that
She
though.
out there in New York and shit. Yeah.
That's
I got
the
a
old
question.
thing that people do. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got a question. What are things y'all used to enjoy but no longer enjoy?
Sports.
Little Debbie cakes.
Mm.
I used to fuck all the Little Debbie cakes up. I won't eat none of that shit now.
Gossip.
Yeah, gossip too. I used to eat that up too.
Hey, lady. Hey, hold on. Let me put my camera on. Hey, Lady Alva, you're right. Hey, yeah, you're gossip. Yeah. I get tired of hearing it now. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Now, look, if you're gonna come to me talking about somebody, get the hell off my phone.
Yes.
Now we're gonna talk some production. We're gonna talk some money. We're gonna talk some blessings, some prosperity, some positive. Then I'm all for those conversations.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can. I look at it this way: you can talk to me about something you experience that may have to do with someone or some others.
Right.
And it might not have been a good experience for the person that want to talk about it. So we got to air it out, vent it out, maybe look for some feedback about it so we can settle it and put it on the shelf and be done with it.
But I see gossip as repetitive. Like, it's repetitive.
Yes, exactly.
It's the same shit over and over. You talking about the same thing over and over. Like, now I ain't gonna answer you.
You looking through the lens to see what you can find wrong or what you think is wrong about a person and talk about them. It's all negative.
Yeah.
All from a negative space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Gossip.
What about you, Mad Hatter?
Sports.
You getting tired of sports?
Yes. Baseball's too long, and unless you have like cable and everything, they don't offer it on streaming service, so I don't even follow baseball, and same thing goes with hockey for locally. Football, ever since Tom Brady left, they've been shit, and they're trying to get a new identity left, and ever since working at the stadium and seeing how it's ran, I found less and less with football. College, they get paid for 1 year and then they leave, or they go through the transfer portal and they have free agency, and I can't get into a player anymore, and I can't get into players because they have no loyalty to any team because the business has no loyalty to the player. It's just been ruined.
It's a sick merry-go-round. Wow.
What about basketball? Because it's a game on right now. They're off the top. I ain't watched it.
I'm not watching it.
Oh, Lord.
And most of America ain't watching Indiana against Oklahoma City.
I don't know about that.
I think that was the game I was looking at. I said, "What league are they in?"
Please update me on the score because I got money on this, and I'm stressed. I
I
ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's funny.
Montana.
And it's hard to get into the regular season nowadays because they're only good during the playoffs. During the regular season, you're watching teams blow out somebody by 40. They're sitting their starters in the third quarter. You're watching Joe Blow huck up bricks from half court because he thinks he's Damian Lillard or Steph Curry and wants to shoot from the fucking logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the 13th player on the bench shooting from the logo in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's who I want to fucking watch. That's why I spent $600 on 2 tickets, another $200 on 3 beers and 2 hot dogs and a piece of pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the game is corny, but you can eat and drink.
Montana, you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, things you used to enjoy but no longer enjoy.
Something I used to enjoy but no longer enjoy. Cool. Standing out on the block all day with my friends.
That's deep. That's actually deeper than people think. Actually, that's deep.
That's good.
Like I used to love, you know what I'm saying, getting dressed and stand outside. I used to love, you know what I'm saying.
You used to get dressed up and stand on the block.
Yeah. Used to get dressed up just to stand outside and look dumb. Fresh as hell, ain't going to motherfucking where. Fresh as a bitch. But yeah,
there's a guy Montana and Philly, friend of the family in Philly, and when I was there, I asked about him. So my cousin's like, that's his homie, Mike is his name. Like, Mike don't come outside. Really? Okay. So then one day I see Mike. He said the same thing what you say. He said, nah, I just got tired of being outside. For what? Everybody doing the same thing. I don't want to do that no more. See the same dudes doing the same thing, standing up there looking dumb. So then this time when I just went to Philly and I see him, he came. I said, "Oh, Mike, you came outside today." He said, "Yeah, you know, every now and then I come out just to see a little bit. Then I go back in, show my face, my face." Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a real shit. What about you, mister?
What's the question?
Things you used to enjoy but no longer do.
Oh, I already answered that.
Yeah.
All right, my answer is
I was like Little Debbie's. I don't be fucking with none of that shit no more.
Yeah. Mine is
Hold up. We ain't gonna drive by that. You don't like Little Debbie no more?
Hey, look,
I got to have me that oatmeal pie, dog.
Hey, look. Hey, listen here, boy. Your boy is a supreme picky eater, dog. Anything that's GMO, I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and now almost everything is GMO.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When did it start? So, hey, with you being a picky eater, my answer is buffets. I don't do buffets. I don't do none of that. Like,
oh yeah. I'm not a Golden Corral guy no more.
Golden Corral, yeah. I'm not doing none of that. That was my answer.
But you know what, though? I love, like, my old lady. She gets mad about it sometimes, but I still thank her for it. It's nothing like a home cooked meal. Like, I would bypass fast food, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all day long.
Absolutely.
This one I gotta pay for it, make it at home. Yeah,
absolutely.
And your old lady a cooker too, so she already know what to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, my thing is award shows too, like BET award shows, like award shows. That's like
Fly.
Oh, I stopped watching them shits once I figured out that shit wasn't live and they weren't really up there performing. They lip singing and shit.
Yes. Hey, we got word of association before we close out.
Yeah, my one thing, guys, my brain is stuck on it. Y'all still calling women old ladies? That's my old lady. My brain is just
that's my old lady.
Like what? Really?
That's a southern term. Yeah,
it's
old
I
lady.
know. Y'all still saying it?
Old. It's
yeah,
not
we still say old.
It's
OLE.
I know, old lady.
Yeah, you put a D on it. You can't put a D
old
on it.
Old lady.
We say old lady.
Come on now.
That's my little That's my little shit. Goddamn. All type.
That's my little baby.
That's my little baby.
My little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All that.
We gotta remember that no D on the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we bring the D. Look, listen, we bring the D.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
That boy here.
All right, let's go.
That was a good one, though.
Hey,
that was a good one.
We're gonna do word of association. So the word of tonight, y'all just had me forget it. So but I'm gonna do something simple since it's Motivational Monday. Word of tonight is gonna be motivation. What does motivation mean to you when you hear it, ladies and gentlemen? We'll go around the room. Be you first.
Why the fuck am I first? All right,
you right beside
motivation means my homie doing this shit that ain't got nothing to do with me, but I see him succeeding in something else, and he's like admitted about it, and then so that drives me to like, and I guess you could call it friendly competition. Like, I gotta catch up. I gotta get my shit together. It's like I gotta be on point. Like, I gotta be right because I don't want you to do bad because some people want you to do good but not better than them. I see it the opposite. Like, I want you to do good and I want to do good, and you support you're forcing me to do good because you're doing some good shit. So it's like, that's my motivation, is seeing my friends doing good, and it's pushing me to do good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Alva.
Motivation. It is the doing, the go effect. Motivation for me. Now, wait. Rewind. I'm take off the for me. But that's the concept.
Because you got on my ass one episode about for me.
I stay true to myself. If I speak it, then I remember. So I am no hypocrite. Not an intentional hypocrite. Let me say that.
Yeah, you got on my ass.
Yeah. So the doing, but it might apply in this case because he's asking each of us specifically. But the doing, the go effect. Motivation.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Montana?
Mister is some deep thought.
Motivation for me is
I thought you
motivation
might
for
have
me is a number of things. Motivation for me could be watching BU pull off in a Honda Accord and coming back in that brand new 750. That could be motivation for me. Just seeing others or just seeing something attain that I haven't gotten myself. That's motivation. Because it's like if they can do what I can do, we all got the same 24 hours in a day. It's just all about the mindset. So that's what motivation means to me.
Marshall.
More to your final destination.
Mm-hmm.
Say it one more time, Marshall.
More to your final destination.
More to your final destination.
Not like the movie, though.
Oh, I like that. More to your final destination.
Yeah.
More to your final destination.
Nice. That's
final
nice.
Destination.
Yeah.
More to your final destination. I
Motivation.
like
Motivation more to your final destination.
Yeah.
No
I like it.
relaxation. It's your situation.
Yeah. Spit that shit, Lady Alva.
Hey, save it for our last words. I want to do the last words too again. Mister, what is your what's your comment?
Motivation is an internal and an external factor that drives individuals to pursue goals and remain committed to tasks. It includes the reasons behind the actions and desires, influencing how people approach challenges and achieve success.
All right. That's an ad right there. That is.
So we got final words. I got
yes. We're gonna go around and give a closing statement for the people. We're gonna
I want to go last. Actually,
we're gonna switch it up. Matt, you go first for the closing statement, brother.
Always remember the times for chill hangs and general education.
Yes, sir. Art for change.
Art for change.
Matt Montana, what you got for the people, brother?
Stay alive, stay well, and just be you.
And just be you. Too easy.
Hey, I love that.
Lady Alva, what you got for the people, love?
Keep reaching and believing in yourself.
Yes. Keep
I like
reaching
that.
and believing in your mother self.
Yourself. That's right.
Be you.
Hey, a lot of people be saying everything and nothing at all.
Yes.
They just be running their mouth.
I love that.
That's something to think about right there.
Where is? I love that. I was going to have a closing statement, but BU just said a line in my poem that he didn't know I wrote. So I'm going to share that poem and we're going to close it out with that.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Hey, this is not like planned.
This is a treat. This is like a treat. Get the popcorn out, y'all. Get the popcorn
this is
out.
not planned.
No, this is not planned. I was just going to say something
Not
easy
at all.
and get up out of here. Yeah, but I felt inspired when he said that. So, because he don't know that I wrote this poem, so he don't know that line was in it.
No shit.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
I mean,
we crossing over.
Now you remember that line you just
happening.
said. Remember your closing statement, BU. Now listen to this poem and tell me if we didn't say the same thing, just in a different way.
Okay.
All right. It goes like this. This poem is called. I don't even know the source. That's what we're gonna call this poem. It says, "I'm in the slow lane. No real rush. Just trying to maintain. The weight of the world is starting to feel heavy. What will be your response when they say go, but you're not ready? Keep it locked and loaded and hold it steady. Stay ready and you don't have to get ready. Preparation prevents poor planning. The results are outstanding, profounding. You'll be on the cool being cool, but yet fools will jump in the pool and start drowning. With no knowledge of swim, yet expect lifeguards to save them. And when saved, take no ownership or accountability, no thank yous, no appreciation, no empathy. Entitlement usually don't come with sympathy. The lifesaver was taught to save lives, no matter the individual, while some was taught to treat everybody awful. Well, at least they're treating everybody equal. Descendants of regals, egos be higher than eagles, relying on everyone, yet don't need nobody. Knowing everything, but making sense of nothing. Then there's me in my own lane. No real rush, just trying to maintain. The weight of the world is on my shoulders. But when you're solid, you keep your composure. And what would you do or say when they say ready, set, go, and you wasn't ready? Stay ready and you don't have to get ready. Proper planning prevents poor performance. But when you are the light, you are the source, so you can't stay dormant.
Woo!
I like that. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
I like that.
Peace and love, baby. Art and change all.
Peace and love.